Hey, I really like you, Ray. What shall we do today? Tell me more, cause I don't know what to say. Yeah, I know to be other decks to play, but only want you, that's true. Cause I really wanna play a Master Duel with you. Hello, we've returned. Hello. Your boy Kevin, more gameplay. Cause I'm actually trying to do one rank every day, and that's the moment of this recording. I just hit Plat 1, spoilers. So we're probably gonna go to Diamond relatively soon, depending. Right now it is currently 91 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 32 degrees in common units. I know most of my audience is international, which again, very thankful. Of course, please like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. You want to see more Skyshick related content. So please excuse the fan in the background. You might or may not hear it. So this particular gameplay might not necessarily be meta, but I feel sometimes you got to be able to know how to play against random jank or off meta things, right? Like, what do you do? Just trust your instincts, right? So we got Max Cope, Ray, Cyclone, Horny Drones, and Imperm. If you want the deck list, please check the description down below. I'll post a picture of it. So here you go. Always go second. Blazing Cartesius. Of course, you chain Max Cope. Hopefully they don't got the out. 88%. It should honestly be 100%. Every deck should play Max Team. It's the best card in the game. We're playing against Witchcrafter. They debated you, thinking it's I'm even surprised there's even a 0.088% right there. That's probably all due to this guy right here. I have no idea what this card does, but hey, it does stuff whenever you activate a spell card, and you can basically activate one of these effects, and yeah, you get 3 effects per turn, essentially. That's pretty good. This thing prevents your Witchcrafters from getting destroyed. I remember that from Duel Links. So we're gonna Cyclone it. However, I don't know how to read. I forgot that Shimeta can do that. Contribute that thing as cost. And also, since I activated a spell, I can chain Witchcrafter or whatever. And then also, because I activated another one, you can chain that one more time. So they get to add that back in their hand for free. Cool, why not? Thankfully though, the rest of the turn, I don't have to deal with this anymore. But they get Witchcrafter Hain, which is a quick effect. However, we got the out. Right? I guess destroyed. They're down to 4 cards, one of which we know is the continuous spell. So just do your raid things. Hope they don't got Maxi. Enter battle, attack directly. What do you send? Well, your options really are you can send Rosie O'Donnell, so I guess you can set up Linkage plays, or you agree to Gary. Do it. Right? In Gog. If they have the Ash, they're down to 3 cards. One of which we know is the continuous spell. It's probably not going to help them at the moment. A red attempt to add. Now we're going to activate Gog. Let's see what happens. Do we get Ash? We do not get Ash, so now we can set up a multi-roll. We draw Rhoda. Pretty okay, I guess. Horny Drones. You're wondering, Kevin, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Because our options are, sure, we can banish this for a turn and then it's going to come back, or hey, very spicy play right there. Because we can set up multi-roll, which we already activated 1. We can just reset the Widowmaker in case something stupid happens, right? So this is probably not the most optimal play right there, right? The safe play is to go into Zeke, so you can banish this for a turn, and then you'll have Widow Anchor live. But hey, would you Rhoda? I'm like, you know what? Maybe we can summon Hain on theirs, right? Summon it. We can pitch Rhoda to destroy this, and then just maybe just try to psych them out, make them think that they gotta get rid of their own Hain somehow, right? Psychological mind game. That's right. Hain's effect. Pitch and destroy that. Why not? Because you know that's going to be annoying. Right? Because if you leave that, it comes back on your turn. Remember, your entire deck is basically all spells. They're going to be able to trigger stuff. Like, they'll trigger one of these effects first, and then destroy your multi-roll or something. I don't know. We know that. The Holiday is going to resummon that. I guess it doesn't matter. So they're going to pop off. Thankfully, we have the Imperm for that. So Cartesia, gonna make Raganul. We're gonna send that to draw 1, I guess. They have the branded fusion too. Like Mirror Jade. I love Mirror Jade. Enter battle. Attack Dark. Remember, Dark can add a Dark. Ray happens to be that. Gonna buff their own hand. So there you go. So we gotta deal with this. And we also gotta deal with Mirror Jade. That's 2, potentially 3. And then there's also a moment right there where you probably wondering, Kevin, why did you not just use Widow Anchor to just negate it, and then you can reset your Ngag? Remember that if we do that, then they get value out of their Witchcrafter Vice Madam, right? So they can just destroy a card in the field, destroy your multi-pro, you can't reset, you lose. And we draw Widow Anchor anyway, so it's all good. So go to Ray, Red Ray, attempt to add back Ngag. They're gonna shotgun the Mirror Jade, sure. Why not? We can chain Widow Anchor though. That's gonna chain the Witchcrafter, right, to destroy 1 card in the field, which is exactly the one we wanted them to chain. Because if they chain any other one, then obviously if we chain the second Widow Anchor, they can just chain destroy, and they'll probably destroy a multiple, which is no bueno. Did I get special summon another one? That's fine, whatever. You get to steal both of them because we got 3 spells in grid. And Ngag. Also, this is a new feature I love. Right, 7800. That's very, very nice. However, I don't believe we have, I guess, a surefire way for GAM, right? We can go into access code somehow, but we might need to play around whatever this back row might be, right? So they're going to Witchcrafter Madame Bear. So if we wanted to do, plus we already used our Dark, so we have to debate them things out. So we go into Zeke, so we can force out the skill during effect, basically, right, to negate everything on field. And then since it's a link 2, link 1, hey, Unicorn, spin it back, GG. So long as this is an imperm. So Yu-Gi-Oh is about having responses to what your opponent can do, right? They have to honor it. If they don't, then oh well, wah. Right, Zeke gets banished. That's cool. Big deal. Unicorn's gonna spin it back. Obviously, don't pitch engage. Now we can Ngag. Our cannon. Draw max code, that's pretty good. And we can make access code anyways. As long as this isn't imperm. But it probably isn't imperm. Why? Because they would have impermed the Unicorn, obviously, right? To make sure that their Smug Lolly doesn't get shuffled back into that. Now because they do, we just destroy the entire field. And it was Royal Decree. Royal Decree, that is a choice. Enter battle. And then hope you don't get evenly matched or anything like that. Widow Anchor. Our cannon. The only reason why I would even do 2 is because then it makes your opponent have to guess 50-50 for the one they want to pop, right? And they can add fusion deployment, whatever. What, add Blazing Cartesia? There we go. Cool. Sure. Mana. Probably the optimal play is to banish that immediately, but I'm just waiting. Right? See? Just waiting for the right time. So now they wasted their Gemini, which is once per turn, and now they can't summon big Witchcraft. Do an deployment? Sure. We're gonna chain max scope, draw some cards. Another Graganul, so probably the 3rd Cartesia, I believe. Fusion Shokan. Do a Graganul. Now it's probably an appropriate time to just deal and end the turn. And they just quit. So, try to play against Panic, right? Be careful. Trust your instincts. And then try to basically bait things out for your opponent and hope they don't have a response to it, right? I mean, that's fundamental Yu-Gi-Oh, especially with Skyjacker. So yeah, we'll move on to more interesting meta-relevant decks. Hello, we've returned. This one is finally meta-relevant, you'll see. Labrynth. There we go, Labrynth. But everybody wants to see, right? Everybody got that new hype. The Silver Lady. They also revealed a new card, which looks pretty good. Butler thing. So draw Lebellion. We know one of them is Big Welcome. I mean, Welcome Labrynth. They probably have a Big Welcome or something like that, and maybe some other cancer back row. We'll see. So what do you do? What's the first thing you do? Obviously, Maxi does nothing. Lobelian is an option, so maybe we can bait some things out. We'll see. Engage. Hey, search for. Well, we don't really need starter because we have horny drones. But we can search for, I don't know. Widow Anchor is an option as well. However, we know that they're probably going to summon Silver Lady, which means it cannot be targeted. And obviously Striker has a big problem with things that cannot be targeted for the most part. Afterburner is also a low-key underrated thing because depending on what they summon on field, if they summon anything besides Silver Lady, then you can get double value out of it by popping Monster and maybe popping one in the back row, right? Horny Drone is our starter card. And then multi-roll is multi-roll. So first thing you should probably do, in my opinion, or at least what I did, was Lobelian. Why do we play Lobelian? Lobelian is to search for the other Bestials besides Lobelian, and also low-key helps thin out your deck so you can draw into good cards. So that's why. It's like a mini engine kind of thing, right? They chain Welcome Labrynth. We obviously chain Max Cope. I don't know why anyone would play less than 3 of this. I mean, that's not true. You could probably play 2. Big Welcome's better. Alright, we draw a Lightning Storm. Hey, skill! Right? Lightning Storm him. YOLO. On a chain Big Welcome. We can summon another one. And they have Eradicator. Eradicator. We're very lucky though. We're very, very, very lucky that we did draw the one of Horny Drones. And to be fair, they did draw the one of Eradicator. But, hey, this is how you're gonna play around Eradicator. Let's remember, Eradicator, it destroys everything you control at the moment of activation and everything you draw from that point on. Right? So, everything goes bye-bye. But whatever. Don't matter. Right, and we destroyed the other Dogmatic of Punishment, that's fine. They add back the Triangulator. We know they have Silver Lady in hand. We go into Red Ray. Like I said, remember you can add back stuff. We add back the Ngag, obviously. Go Ngag. Into Widow Anchor. Kevin, should you draw? YOLO it, do it, right? If you draw a spell, so be it. We already have Ngag in rotation, so it's all good. What we want now at this point is probably like a hand trap that's very useful, like an Ash, right? So we can Ash their Big Welcome or Welcome Labrynth or something like that, you know. So we did get lucky, we draw an Ash. So now they know we have Ash. So, Green Ray, enter battle, attack, then Ray. I know the other option as well I could have done is to go, you know, make the Druid Swarm or something, threaten, but they're probably not gonna special summon the Silver Lady until their end phase because they know we don't have Gam. And besides, like this, Magamut, right, needs enough. Well, that's not true. I can manage Lobelian. That's to be 5k, right? And then 15. That's not enough for exact game. There's no reason for them to just special summon the Silver Lady, in my opinion. Because why, right? Sure, you block some attacks, but I can now get rid of it somehow. Plus, they know we have Widow Anchor, so we can just steal it anyways, and now they're down to just the furniture, so that's why, probably. So we're just gonna... Nice search for Shark Cannon. You're probably wondering, Kevin, why did you do that? Because Lady Labrynth, remember that it means that if you have a set thing, you can't target it, and also can't be destroyed, right? So now it's essentially a wall, and now they have to deal with their own Lady Labrynth somehow. So they chain Lady Labrynth, of course. They're gonna force us to draw because of Max he destroys the spells. That sucks. So we draw Linkage. Whoops. Our cannon. We're getting these one of cards in rotation. That's what we're basically doing. Trying to get value out of them and then put them in rotation. So big welcome. And a flippy floppy blue ray, which I believe is a mistake, honestly. They probably should have just flipped their Silver Lady into hand, so maybe they can reset or get some value with the Changler, which we know they have in hand, right? So they reset the Welcome Labrynth. We know probably that's a big welcome, and then that's the Changler. They bop their own Lady Labrynth, so they can probably resummon it with their big welcome. Right? We go into Red Ray. Red Ray, add back Ngag. We change Druid Swarm to banish that so they can't get value out of big welcome. Right? This is low-key a misclick, but I think it works out anyways. Right? Search Lebellion, because we want to draw into like a handy or something like that instead of Lebellion, right? Because if you can thin out your deck somehow, you'll get more consistency, right? Drawing to cards maybe you'll find useful. So we're gonna draw. Draw Rhoda, that sucks. Bye-bye. Hey, Red Ray gets increased attack though. We have to go into Zeke. Kevin, you're probably wondering why the hell would you do that? Well, we can't go into Dark because Dark is gonna get no value out of anything, and also I'm very smart and I forgot that this thing does target. You cannot target Lady Labrynth because there is a set spell or trap or card or whatever, right? A set card. And we summon Welcome. Luckily, we have the skill to have Ash. They do have big Welcome, like we said. They would probably, and they can chain Lady Labrynth's Silver Castle to set a trap, which they set up Manic of Punishment. Crazy. I'm gonna summon Big Lady. Lovely. Because stuff is happening, destroy the Widow Anchor. That's fine. I believe this is a... I won't say it's a huge mistake, but now they're just basically wide open, right? So pitch Lebellion, obviously. So we shuffle their back row, which we know is the Manic of Punishment. Engage. Search for Rosie O'Donnell, because we have Ray in rotation already. Any other spell will probably be kind of low-key useless at the moment. And also, remember that we haven't used Red Ray for this turn yet, so we can get value out of it, Gag. So that's why you search for Rosie O'Donnell. Over something like Widow Anchor Steel. We know they have Silver Lady, so they can just block the attack anyways, doesn't matter. And we lose value, right? The Red Ray, add back in Gag. Keep it simple, stupid. Alright, thin out your deck. Go into Axis Code Talker. Axis Code is gonna bop this thing. And then Engage is gonna search for Linkage. You're wondering, Kevin, why did you do that? Because I'm trying to force them to believe that I'm at least threatening game, and then your opponent has to honor it, right? Because say for example this goes through and they're stupid, they let it go through for some reason, then you just Linkage chain the green right and attack them directly. That's GG, right? So that's why. Instead of saying traditional something like Widow Anchor, because we could Widow Anchor, that's true. We could Widow Anchor and then do what? You know what I mean? Like do what exactly? You can destroy one card your opponent controls, but we Widow Anchor the Silver Lady. It's no longer on their control, and we can't even destroy it. They have Silver Lady and then Protection and another annoying stuff like that, right? So that's why we search for Linkage. That in game, right? So now we force them to at least summon the Silver Lady, which in my opinion they probably should have just saved until end phase. But you know, if they did that, then we start in game and they lose. So that's why. Down to 2. Now we know one of them is Strangler. They go at battle phase, evenly matched. Why not? YOLO. Obviously, you keep the Axis Code Talkers because you can start in game. We know that's Strangler. We draw a monster like Ray, we win. We did draw a monster, but it's Maxi. That's not enough. Obviously, don't summon it. There's no reason to. That's not enough for Gam either. Right, now, finally, Eradicator's done. They're gonna draw. Are you lucky today? Strangler's gonna pitch. So, Orby, so can set Welcome Labrynth. Doesn't matter. And we can't respond to Axis Code Talker. It's GG regardless. So, bye-bye. And then they just quit. So that's how you play around Eradicate, everybody. Wasn't that fun? Hilarious, right? I'm pretty sure they were seething. They couldn't believe it, right? You activate Eradicator, you destroy 4 cards of, out of my hand, and then somehow you still lose. That's incredible, right? But that's how you play around Eradicator. Remember that Graveyard and Red Ray are like the key to victory. And I guess buying time for 3 turns somehow against Labrynth, because they can't really, more or less, threaten game consistently, in my opinion, right? Yeah, they have to open up big Welcome, like Welcome Labrynth and all of these specific things in order to do enough damage for you, but still, if you just buy time, you will hopefully win. Like this, right? Yeah, so is there anything they could have done to prevent loss? I think that one move where they decided to bop the Ray or the lovely Labrynth instead of the Ray, right? Because if they bop the Ray, it's gonna get rid of the body, and then I can't activate any spells. I have no starter, and all you got to deal with is a lovely Labrynth, which I'm pretty sure they can easily just like beat over or whatever somehow. But that's what I think was the turning point for them, right? Because if I go into yellow Ray, I can't target the silver lady because he had a set card on field, so it would have been destroyed regardless. And then all he has to deal with is a lady Labrynth. I'm pretty sure he can figure that out somehow, or at least destroy the back row, and then you can target it and then pop some stuff. But anyways, we'll move on to viewer replay of the day. Hello, we have returned. This replay is courtesy of SoxGooN. Thank you for sharing your replay. I believe you said it's Pure Striker versus Runic Striker. Runic, they're gonna go first, make Huggies. This is a potential Ash target right there, so you can't even search Fountain. They did pitch the the jamming waves, but personally, I think I would have just ashed the Huggies, because now, obviously they can't Huggies again, and then you have to hope that they don't have the Runic Fountain, which they probably didn't, right? I think. Oh, and they don't activate it for some reason. That's very scary. They're gonna draw into Ham. That's pretty good. If you are playing the mirror, kind of. Horny drones, yeah. Horny drones into green Ray. Enter battle, send Ray, right? Or that is an option. Personally, I think, like I always stress that, yeah, send Rosie O'Donnell, absolutely, if you're playing the mirror, but you're not necessarily playing the mirror, you're playing a Striker Runic variant, so I don't think you need to do that, or if that's as important. Sure, there's always probably like a Huggy or something like that, but yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna not get rid of this too often conventionally, if that makes sense. So, but about where, oh my god, you got lucky. The engage, right? With the Engag off the top of the deck, Nkage and Raigeki add engage obviously, but I know that probably most of you are thinking that this is a terrible, awful play, but you are playing against Runic, right? And they do have stuff like Flashing Fire or whatever it's called to bop a Touch of Summon monster and then banish stuff from your top of your deck, right? So that's not too bad of a play, because essentially you just want to keep pace and make sure that they can't destroy what you got, and then you just keep poking them left and right. But that's obviously a very risky play. That kind of worked out a little bit, right? Engage, but it didn't ask you. But the other option, I think the safer play I would have done personally, is I would have set the triple text talent and then activate Area 0 to send that to grave instead of the green Ray, because like I said, there's so much risk involved, right? Like, what if you top deck something that's not engage, then you don't have monster, you also don't have starter, and also it's main phase 2, and at that point if they haven't hand trapped you at all, then they probably not have any hand traps in hand. So that's just my opinion. Hopefully that helps. The red Ray, did have a response to that. I only got Widow Anchor. Widow Anchor say no. And then the other thing I would think of, if they didn't activate Fountain, that probably means they don't have any other Runic cards in hand, right? So that's probably like, I don't know, Imperm or some other useless card. So you search for Afterburners, yep, that's an option. Don't set the call by, why? Because they can just pop it and then banish some stuff, that's annoying. They drop deck the engage, that's an Ash. You gotta Ash, man. Unless that's called by, but they gotta honor it, you know what I mean? You gotta Ash the engage. You gotta Ash the engage, or you Ash the YUGIOH. Oh my god. Oh no, did you misclick, SoxGooN? What are you doing? So now you can just summon their Ray or banish it. Now we're gonna activate Fountain. Activate Flashing Fire, destroy it, sure. Banish your change your part, that. Ash? Okay, now you Ash. Sure, I guess you were saving it for the fountain, but they're gonna cross out you, so it doesn't matter. Oh my god. Slippery slope. Another one. Oh, destruction, sure. Anklet. Destruction, yeah, destroy that, sure. Just keep banishing stuff. Area 0 gets Ray out. Set 2. Ray effective tribute. Go into red, add back and gog. Okay, so now you're good. Remember you can get value out of afterburners, but because you pop this first and then you can pop a back row. Probably Runic Fountain, right? I can't respond, yeah, pop that. Pop that. Rosie O'Donnell's gonna come out. Are these runic cards? I don't know. I think most players don't set their runic cards, so these are probably you know, striker spells or something. Draw another guy. Oh, maybe they did. One random card, sure. Battle, attack, bing bam boop. Go into Zeke. Banish yourself, sure. Oh my god, you are playing like a mad lad, SoxGooN. That is wild. Oh, I say. I was gonna say, oh, you can go into Nightmare Phoenix to basically pop this and they have no cards. But that is insane in the membrane, my friend. Kage, sure. Draw another Danklet. Gog. Do Eagle Booster. Ray, set. Personally, I would have set the Linkage. Draw Rose. Red Ray. Now is the appropriate time to change. Yeah, Danklet. And the other Danklet. So that's probably... I want to say that's probably Widow Anchor. But then they probably would have negated the Zig. Or not negate the Zig, never mind. I don't know, we still don't know what that is. Vector Blast? Oh my god. This is wild. I don't know if it's the heat or it's just everything that's making me go nuts, man. See that? Ray, no Ray in Grave? Yeah. Rosodon's gonna come out, that's the exact game. Flashing Fire, yeah. Summon Doggy. Doggy Aspect Fountain. Okay. Okay, yeah. If you played another Z, you could have also banished that, I guess, for a brief moment of time, because now they have Fountain, Mystery card. Engage the Widow Anchor, sure. Draw another Widow Anchor. Widow Anchor Steel. And that degrade, why not? Set your Widow Anchor, yeah. Set area 0. No Blu-ray? No more Blu-ray? Oh, you do have Blu-ray. What? Oh my god, SoxGooN. Vector Blast. Rosodon's gonna come out. Ray. That's gonna negate your Ray. Wild stuff. I cannot believe Vector Blast is working. Red Ray. Yes, it's gonna get negated, but that's fine. Deal that. The Red Ray gets stolen. Afterburners. Pop multi-roll? They don't pop multi-roll? What is happening? Whoa, my god. Okay, you have game. You have game. There's nothing that they can do. Attack? Yeah, one more. That is wild, SoxGooN. I cannot believe everything worked out somehow. Oh my god. Yeah, I just think that initial Green Ray Area Zero target was such a greedy play, but it worked out. Yeah, I guess you can kind of play around the runic cards, but you had opportunity, I think, to just ash the Huggies, search for a runic fountain off the first turn, and then that probably would have screwed them completely. Because the other 3 cards in your hand would have been the Widow Anchor, which we know. I believe it was Flashing Fire, and then Mystery card, right? Because we know they set Widow Anchor in the middle. The other, oh, Cross Out. So those are the 3 cards basically, right? Yeah, I guess it would have cross outed your Ash anyways, wouldn't have mattered, but maybe you would have got that out of the way, so then later on in that other turn, remember when you tried ashing the Runic Fountain? Maybe it would have prevented them from activating the fountain to search back anyways, right? Or something like that, I don't know. But congratulations, SoxGooN. That was truly wild. Please check your email if you have not already. Thank you guys for watching, see you guys around, bye-bye. This is my outro song for free YouTube monies. Give me some likes and support me, please.